Here's a couple different tools that could boost your state up if you were out during a night out, right? I would say one of them is the talk forever drill on the way to the venue, or just having a phone call that is a really good interaction, or talking to your wing or a family member, you know, getting into some kind of social interaction when you're on the way there. Another thing for me was freestyle rapping. That always put me into a cool, fun, social flow, no filter kind of a vibe. Made me definitely more witty and improvisational too. Once I'm already in the venue though, let's say we got into a couple interactions and now we're hitting this kind of low point, or maybe we were already at a low point. There's a couple different tools that could get us out. I wouldn't say any one of these is necessary, but rather these are different tools depending on how the night's going. One of them is starting to interact with people that aren't even attractive. Like, not talking to the hot girl, I'm talking about just opening dudes or a group of women, or talking to the staff, or literally just asking somebody where's the bar or where's the bathroom, or asking them where's the bathroom and then throwing in a little bit of a statement or observation or some personal input to have a 2-sentence interaction and then leaving. Having a couple of those interactions can help. Another thing that can really help is actually getting a rejection from the hot girl. Like, actually pulling the trigger, having an awkward interaction, getting the rejection, and realizing it wasn't that big of a deal. That can go a long way too. Or one other one is having an extremely short interaction with the attractive girl. Like, maybe you were like, you didn't go up and display intent, but you literally just like said a comment to her and then like you kept walking. Okay, that one can work too. So I would say talking to just dudes is probably the easiest one. For some guys, what's easier is talking to staff. The other one is talking to unattractive women. Or the other one is just going up to the hot girl and actually just getting rejected. And then the other one is just making a quick comment with one of the attractive girls in the environment. I think all of these are different tools that could help boost your social state or social flow. It kind of depends on where you're at in your journey to which one of these tools is actually going to help you the most, okay? I've seen guys before, they're at a certain level in their journey in the night where if they go up and they get rejected, their state actually goes down. I could tell you personally, if I go up and approach the hottest girl and she rejects me, my state is like way higher. Because again, it depends on where you're at in your journey. There's certain people where they hear someone actually reject them, they're really sensitive to the other person's opinion, and they dive into what they said and they actually take the rejection a little personally, and actually lowers their state. But there's other people where they don't give a fuck about that. They're just hesitant from pulling the trigger for whatever reason. And the moment they actually went up and got the approach out the way, and even if it was a rejection, their state is way higher now. And that's the same tool, but it can influence somebody differently. It kind of depends on where you're at. So the person that it would actually affect them, I would say, well, then don't just do that just yet. Instead, you should be focusing on having small wins right now, because you want to get small positive reference experiences to build up your momentum for tonight, right? So in that instance, I may just tell him, hey, dude, why don't we start out by just like talking to the staff really quick? He either like says what's up to the bartender, or says what's up to like one of the bouncers, or asks where the bathroom is, or asks a question to like, I don't know, or just has like a 30-second conversation with the coat check woman, something like that, having a quick little interaction there. From there, we go in and talk to like one or two dudes. Like, we go over by the bar, talk to like a group of guys that they're not even like just average dudes, have a quick little interaction with them, get like a high five, dap them up, say what's up, you know, have a quick laugh with one or two of them. Then from there, we go and talk to kind of unattractive women, talk to a couple of them, get into some decent back and forth interactions. That dude, his vibe will be higher now. I may even have him do like a funny dance move or do something a little bit silly or goofy to kind of start giving his brain evidence like it's totally okay to do all this stuff. All right, and then from there, I'll actually have him go in and approach a girl that he's like somewhat uncomfortable talking to. Other dudes, again, I might just be go get rejected by the hottest girl in the club. There's other dudes where if I'm like talk to the dude, he goes and talks to the dude, he's just like, okay, that was like stupid though. Like where are the girls at? Like, that didn't help anything. Right? So everybody's kind of different. You need to know where your comfort zone is, where you are in your journey, and like what you need right now to kind of take that next step to put yourself in a better mood. Other guys, it may just be going to the fucking bathroom, looking yourself in the mirror, either talking shit on yourself or hyping yourself up. That's another thing too. Like I've had clients where some guys, I need to instigate a little bit. Be like, yo, why you being a fucking bitch right now, bro? Ah, dude, I know. No, stop that. We're done being fucking pussy. That was pussy shit back there. You're better than that. Other dudes, if I say that too, he gets more in his head. That was a mistake I made like fucking 5 years ago when I started running boot camp. There was this one dude, I pushed a little too hard and I started to see it was getting to him, even though I actually was just being fun and friendly and a little bit challenging. But everybody is different, has different levels of receptiveness to feedback, to criticism, to positive reference experiences from external. Okay, so if you're watching this, most of you guys are in different spectrums, right? So some of you guys will need to kind of like build up some momentum in the night and baby step your way into things. Other guys, like you may think that's what's best for you, but some of you guys would actually build state faster by just getting 2-3 rejections out the way. And then there's other guys that like you get 2-3 rejections, your negative self-talk right now is really bad, that you actually go into a lower state, okay? Either way, you can work your way through this stuff, but you just gotta be aware of where you're at and which of these tools you should be using at the right times to kind of boost your state up, keep yourself motivated, and stay consistent to get through a full night of going out. A lot of you guys will go out early in the night, have a couple decent sets, start hitting like a burnout period or a moment where your state's low, and you end up like going home or you just never get out of it. I would argue that you're not handling state management properly. Using all of the tools I was talking about in this, or a combination of these tools, is ultimately what's going to get you back into a good state. Last thing I want to point out is that you're literally one set away from having an epic night. If you could just keep that mindset in place, I'm one set away from having an epic night. There was several moments I've had in my journey where it was like I was having a trash night, and then you just got into that one interaction that boosted your state a lot higher. It was either like a girl that, I don't know, you guys had some connection, or you said this one thing to a group and that led to another interaction, and then from that you guys really hit it off, and before you know it, you're fucking pulling, or you ended up getting like a really solid interaction from being at a really low point. Like you're literally one set away from having an epic night. If you're thinking about going home, make sure you have that moment of realness with yourself about like, am I going home just because I'm at a low right now? Do I need to interact with more people? Or am I just at a low and like there's literally nobody here and I've interacted with everybody and I've exhausted all options? There's definitely that time where it's actually okay to go home too. Keep all that in mind next time you go out, next time you're not having the best night out, and there are definitely ways that you could flip it around.